In last lecture of material testing and evaluation, we have discussed about various materials used for construction work like cement, sand, aggregate, timber and ceramic tiles, natural tiles, etc. In this lecture, we are going to discuss in detail about cement, its properties, history of cement and its manufacturing. Myself, R.V. Zugdar, Assistant Professor, Southern Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Yadrao. What is cement? Cement is one of the most important building materials. Is binding agent that sets and hardens to adhere to building units such as stones, bricks, tiles, etc. Cement generally refers to a very fine powdery substance chiefly made up of limestone, that is calcium, sand or clay, that is silicon, bauxite, aluminium and iron ore, and may include shells, chalk, marl, shell, clay, blast furnace slag, slate. The raw ingredients are processed in cement manufacturing plants and heated to form a rock hard substance, which is then grounded into a fine powder to be sold. That particular substance which is in a rock hard form is called as clinker. Cement mixed with water causes a chemical reaction and forms a paste that sets and hardens to bind individual structures of building materials. Cement is an integral part of urban infrastructure. It is used to make concrete as well as mortar and to secure the infrastructure by binding the building blocks. Concrete is made up of adding cement, water, sand, and aggregates and gravel mixed in defined proportion, whereas mortar consists of only cement, water, sometimes lime, and fine aggregates. These are both used to bind rocks, stones, bricks, and other building units, fill or seal any gaps, and to make decorative patterns. Cement mixed with water, silicates, and aluminates, making a water repellent hardened mass that is used for waterproofing. This graph shows the pattern of consumption of cement in India starting from 2009 to 2019. From this graph, we can conclude that the consumption of cement in India is continuously increasing. It is 193 million tons in year of 2009, and in year of 2019 it is up to 328 million metric tons. The basic thing is that the consumption of cement in any country shows its development, because the cement is utilized for various projects like infrastructural project, real estate project, and other public sector projects. Means the development in infrastructure, real estate, and other type of constructions is directly proportional to the development of country. India's cement industry is the second largest in the world in terms of production of cement, with over 8%, that is 502 million tons per annum as calculated in 2018 of the global installed capacity, and generating employment for over 1 million people. Unfortunately, however, this production does not fully converted into consumption as the demand supply situation is highly skewed, with the latter being significantly higher than the former, with per capita cement consumption at less than 200 kg, when the world boasts of the average 500 kg. History of cement. Let us discuss about how cement is invented. Cement, though different from the refined product found nowadays, has been used in many forms since the advent of human civilization. From volcanic ashes, crushed pottery, burnt gypsum, and hydrated lime to the first hydraulic cement used by the Romans in Middle Ages. The development of cement continued to the 18th century when James Parker patented Roma's cement, which gained popularity but was replaced by Portland cement in the 1850s. In the 19th century, Frenchman Louis Vicat laid the foundation for chemical composition of ordinary Portland cement, and in Russia, Igor Kalev published the methods of making cement, uses of cement, and advantages. Joseph Aspdin brought Portland cement to the market in England, and his son William Aspdin developed the modern Portland cement, which was soon in quite high demand. But the real father of Portland cement is considered as Isaac Charles Johnson, who contributed immensely by publishing the process of developing Mesoportland cement in the kiln. In the 19th century, rescinded cement was discovered in New York. Though it is rigidly made in quite popular at first, the market demand soon declined because of its long curing time, and Portland cement was again the favorite. However, a new blend of reasonable Portland cement, which is both highly durable and needs less curing time, was synthesized by Catskill Aqueduct and is now often used for highway or beach construction. The cement used today has undergone experimentation, testing, and significant improvements to meet the needs of present world, such as developing strong concretes for roads and highways, hydraulic motors that endure seawater, and stucco for wet climates. Different kinds of modern cement, most of them known as Portland cement or blends, including blast furnace cement, Portland fly cement, Portland pozzolanic cement, pozzolana lime cement, slag lime cement, etc. Following are cement ingredients. The cement contains lime in 60 to 65%, silica 70 to 17 to 25%, alumina 3 to 8%, magnesia 1 to 3%, iron oxide 0.5 to 6%, calcium sulfate 0.1 to 0.5%, sulfur trioxide 1 to 3%, alkaline substances 0 to 1%. This diagram shows the contents of cement, that is alumina, magnesia, iron oxide, calcium sulfate, sulfur trioxide, alkaline, and lime. The chemical composition of cement. Cement is chiefly of two kinds based on way it is set and hardened. Hydraulic cement, which hardens due to addition of water, and non-hydraulic cement, which is hardened by carbonation with the carbon present in the air. So it cannot be used underwater. Non-hydraulic cement is produced through the following steps, that is lime cycles. Calcination. The first step is calcination. Lime is produced from limestone at over 825 degrees Celsius for about 10 hours. CaCO3, that is calcium carbonate, is the product from reaction of calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. The second step is slacking, in which calcium oxide is mixed with water to make slacked lime. This reaction is in the form of calcium oxide plus water, that is H2O, gives calcium hydroxide. Third step is setting. Water is completely evaporated through a process of evaporation and heat of hydration. The cement is exposed to dry air and hardens after time consuming reactions. In this reaction, calcium oxide dioxide plus carbon dioxide gives calcium carbonate plus water. The chemical composition of cement is, on other hand, for hydraulic cement is mainly made up of silicates and oxide, in which baelite, that is 2CaO SiO2, alite 3CaO SiO2 is its chemical composition, tricalcium aluminate, that is cellite, having chemical composition 3CaO Al2O thrice, and brown malachite, in which is having composition of 4CaO Al2O thrice, Fe2O thrice. The ingredients are processed in the kiln in cement plants. Complete chemistry of reactions is still a subject of research. There are different types of cement in addition to ordinary Portland cement. Cement is mainly classified into two categories depending on the hardening and setting mechanism. These are hydraulic cement and second is non-hydraulic cement. Along with these main types, depending on composition and characteristics, there are many types of cement. Following are other cement types such as ordinary Portland cement OPC, Portland Pozzolana cement PPC, rapid hardening cement, quick setting cement, low heat cement, sulfate resisting cement, blast furnace slag cement, high alumina cement, white cements, colored cement, air entraining cement, expansive cement, and hydrophobic cement. The brief description of these cement types with their uses are given as follows. Hydraulic cement. As name itself suggests, hydraulic cement is those which harden by hydration in the presence of water. Limestone, clay, and gypsum are the main raw materials to produce non-hydraulic cement. This raw material is burned at very high temperature to manufacture hydraulic cement. Hydraulic cement consists of cement that not only hardens by reacting with water but also forms the water resistant product produced by pulverizing clinkers, which consist essentially of hydraulic calcium silicates, usually containing one or more of the forms of calcium sulfate, as an interground addition, as per ASTM C150. Non-hydraulic cement. The non-hydraulic cement doesn't require water. The hydro means water, and its name suggests non-hydraulic means it doesn't require any kind of water for getting hardened. It gets with the help of carbon dioxide CO2 from the air. This type of cement needs dry condition to harden. Lime, gypsum, plasters, and oxychlorides are the required raw material to produce non-hydraulic cement. For example, slaked lime is the non-hydraulic cement. What is ordinary Portland cement? That is OPC. Usually in construction, we are using ordinary Portland cement and it is used worldwide. Portland cement clinker is the hydraulic material which shall consist of at least two-thirds by mass of calcium silicates, that is 3CaO twice and 2CaO twice. The remainder consisting of aluminum and iron containing clinker phases and other compounds. The ratio of CaO and SiO2 shall not be less than 2.0. The magnesium oxide content MgO shall not exceed 5% by mass as per European standards EN 1971. The composition of ordinary Portland cement is of argillaceous material or silicates of alumina, that is clay and shale, and secondly calcareous material or calcium carbonate, that is limestone, chalk and marl. Uses of ordinary Portland cement. The ordinary Portland cement is used worldwide for many kind of things like brickwork, masonry, plastering, binding, tiling. In addition to that, it is used as general construction purpose. It is also used for special type of work in water. The next type is Portland pozzolana cement, that is PPC. Pozzolanas are natural and synthetic materials that contains silica in reactive forms. It reacts with calcium hydroxide generates by hydrating cement to form additional cementaceous material. When it is finely divided, the composition of Portland pozzolana cement is given as OPC clinkers plus gypsum silica fumes, pozzolanic materials like fly ash, volcanic ash, and calcined clay. Means Portland pozzolana cement having a base as OPC cement itself because it is made up of OPC clinker in addition to gypsum silica fumes and fly ash, volcanic ash, and calcined clay. Uses of Portland pozzolana cement. Since PPC is usually used in hydraulic structures, marine structure, construction near a seashore, dam construction, etc., it is also used in pre-stressed and post-tension concrete members. As it gives a better surface finishing, it is used in a decorative and art structures. It is also used in manufacturing of precast sewage pipes. Difference between ordinary Portland cement and PPC. Even having the same content in addition to OPC, there are a lot of differences in between PPC and OPC. PPC is a variant of OPC. These two types of cement differs from each other in term of component strength, heat generation, the percentage of several components, durability, grades, cost, eco-friendly nature, application, setting time, curing period, etc. The main differences between OPC and PPC are given below. First is its definition, means a mixture of limestone and the raw materials like argillaceous and calcareous material along with gypsum is prepared for manufacturing of OPC. But in case of PPC, in addition to clinker of OPC, the gypsum pozzolanic materials fly ash is added. Strength. The initial strength in case of OPC is higher than PPC. The PPC has higher strength than OPC over a longer period of time. Heat of hydration. The OPC generates more heat than PPC in hydration reaction, which makes it less suitable for mass casting. In PPC, it has slow hydration process and thus generates less heat of hydration, and therefore it can be used for mass concreting. Durability. The OPC is comparatively less durable to PPC, but PPC is more durable as compared to OPC. Cost. OPC is costlier than PPC, but PPC is having the ingredients like fly ash, pozzolana, therefore it is cheaper material than OPC. As in environmental impact, the OPC emits CO2 during manufacturing process, but PPC it constitutes industrial and natural waste, which makes it eco-friendly. The environmental impact, it is sustainable where fast construction is required but not suitable for mass concreting due to heat used as mentioned above. It the PPC is suitable for all type of construction work. For example, RCC casting of building, mass concreting for bridges, and even plastering and other non-structural works. Setting time. The OPC having lower setting time as compared to PPC. Its initial setting time is 30 minutes and final setting time is 280 minutes. Its faster setting time helps faster construction. The setting time of PPC is higher than OPC. Its initial setting time is 30 minutes but the final setting time is 600 minutes. Its slower setting time helps to better finishing. Fineness. The OPC has fineness of 225 square meter per kg. It has lower fineness than PPC, so it has higher permeability resulting lower durability. PPC has OPC has fineness of 300 square meter per kg. It has higher fineness than OPC, so it has lower permeability resulting in a higher durability. Grades available. The OPC is available in grades of 33, 43 and 53 grades. But PPC is don't have any grade. Workability. The workability of OPC is lower than PPC, but in case of PPC, the workability is more as compared to OPC. The resistance against chemical attack. OPC has a lower resistance against alkalis, sulfates, chlorides, etc. It has low resistance as compared to PPC. But in case of PPC, it has higher resistance against alkalis, sulfates and chloride attacks. Now, in this session, we have discussed about cements, various types of cements, their properties, ingredients. In next session, we will discuss in detail about the various types of cement, their uses, advantages and disadvantages. Thank you.